Balogun has apologized to Team USA fans after the United States World Cup run ended in a crushing 4-1 round of 16 defeat to Belgium, using an emotional Instagram post to admit the performance was not good enough when it mattered most. Balogun, who had already been at the center of pre-match controversy after his red card against Bosnia triggered a one-game ban, returned for the Belgium clash, but struggled to make an impact as the Americans crashed out of the tournament. In his message to supporters, the 25-year-old striker wrote, "My debut World Cup. It hurts to wait 4 years to compete at the highest level our sport has to offer. I want to say sorry to our fans. It was not good enough when it mattered most, and we let you down." But Balogun also struck a defiant note, insisting the defeat would not define the future of soccer in America. The belief, the talent, and the passion is continually growing. This moment will fuel us. We will be back. Why not us? For the nation, for the flag. His apology came after a bruising night for the US, with Belgium storming to a 4-1 win before Romelu Lukaku twisted the knife, scoring late and then going viral for breaking out a Donald Trump dance after America's World Cup exit.
President Donald Trump's controversial World Cup intervention has ended in a spectacular backlash. And this time, the trolling isn't just coming from critics online. It's coming from the very team that knocked the United States out of the tournament. After Team USA striker Balogun was shown a red card against Bosnia and Herzegovina, Trump personally contacted FIFA President Gianni Infantino, pushing for the decision to be reviewed. In a stunning twist, FIFA overturned the suspension, allowing Balogun to return for the knockout clash against Belgium on Monday. The move immediately sparked outrage. It marked the first time since 1962 that a World Cup suspension had been overturned, with critics accusing FIFA of political interference and raising questions over the integrity of the tournament. Belgium was reportedly furious, even filing a last-minute appeal after Balogun's suspension was lifted. But despite all the controversy, the decision made absolutely no difference on the pitch. Belgium crushed the United States 4-1, sending the hosts crashing out of the World Cup. And that's when the trolling really began. Moments after sealing the victory, Belgium striker Romelu Lukaku led his teammates in a celebration that quickly went viral. Instead of a traditional goal celebration, the Belgian players formed a circle and broke into Donald Trump's signature dance, pumping their fists while keeping their feet planted, a move the president is often seen doing to YMCA at campaign rallies. The Belgian Football Federation didn't stop there. Its official social media account posted a photo of Lukaku celebrating, alongside a brutal two-word message directed at the controversy. Quote, "Overturn this." That post exploded online, with fans calling it one of the most savage World Cup clapbacks yet. The trolling didn't end with Belgium. Donald Trump's estranged niece, Mary Trump, also joined in, writing that if Team USA had advanced, there would have been an asterisk next to the victory because of Donald's interference. She added that he casts a shadow over everything, can only win if he cheats, and thinks that applies to everybody else, before signing off with one final word. Quote, "Sad." MSNBC's Jonathan Lemire also weighed in, saying it almost looked as if Belgium had extra motivation to humiliate the United States. Meanwhile, progressive outlet Midas Touch claimed the latest defeat was another example of what fans have started calling the Trump curse, pointing to several major sporting events where teams Trump publicly backed or attended ended up losing. Ironically, Trump wasn't even in Seattle for the match. He was on his way to the NATO summit in Turkey, while the online mockery continued to snowball. And just hours before Belgium's victory, Trump was back at the White House defending his intervention.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing. Yeah, please.
I wanted to ask you, can you describe your phone call with Gianni Infantino about the red card? And Belgium is appealing the decision. What's your reaction?
You're asking me about the whole soccer thing?
Yeah.
So I saw the play, and I'm a person that loves sports and was a good athlete, and I understand sports really well, really well. And that wasn't a foul. That wasn't even an infraction. That was two guys running full speed that happened to crash into each other. You can't take your foot and properly place it on somebody else's foot when you're going, no, these were two great athletes that got tangled up, and this referee, who is a little bit suspect, if you check his past, I don't want to say that because I don't like to create controversy, but very suspect. If you'd like, I'll provide you with the past. He made a call that nobody could believe. You know, even people on the other side, they said, "Oh, we got lucky. Wow, it's very interesting." They say they don't show them in slow motion, and I never realized that. I never heard of that before. He didn't do anything wrong, and he's our best player or one of our best players, a very vital player. And he gave him a red card. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't think it meant much. Then I started hearing that means he can't play in the next game, at least in the next game. I said, boy, that's a big, if it happened to another player, it would have been unfair. But when they take your best player, or just about, they have some great players, and they say you can't play, that's very unfair. That's, it's one thing to penalize somebody for the game, but how do you penalize them for a game that hasn't been played yet? It's very unfair. You can't do that. So, yes, I asked for a review by FIFA. I spoke to a man who's highly respected, and by the way, whose level of respect has gone up tenfold. And he was good before this started, but he really pushed it in this country. I'm the one that got them to do it. It was not Biden. Biden was asleep.
But Mr. President.
But all I did, I asked for a review because I didn't think it was a foul. And again, I'm good at this stuff. I didn't think it was a foul. I thought it was two great athletes that crashed into each other and got entangled. That was not a guy punching somebody in the face or anything that would be different. And I think it's a terrible, if they wouldn't allow a top player, maybe the best, maybe among the best players on the team, to play, I think it would have had a big stain. And I related just that feel. I didn't tell him what to do. I can't tell him what to do, but. And I don't believe he made the decision. I think it was a committee that made the decision. And they made the right decision because, number one, it wasn't a foul. And you want to see a game with your best players. You don't want to say, how would you feel if I took, we take Messi out? Look, he ran into somebody. Or we took Ronaldo. Ronaldo, you bumped into somebody. We're going to take you out of a game. He's great. Harry Kane, we're going to take you out of the game, Harry, because you happen to hit somebody a little bit harder than you can't do that. If you would have taken him out, I think it would have really stained this incredible champion. We got to have our best players, and Belgium's got a great team, by the way. We got to have our best players, and they have to have their best. And if we win or we lose, it's fair. Otherwise, let's say we lost him and we lose the game. It would be a terrible thing. So I think they made a really brilliant decision. I think the referee's call was horrible.
Was it appropriate for you as president? Yeah, but was it appropriate?
Are you going to talk to the Belgian Prime Minister before the game?
I didn't think of it, but I would. He's a good man. I will tell you this. The people in Belgium, if they win the game, they can be very proud. If they would win the game with a player missing, it would have been a different feeling.